Okay, so it's time to take the deck off this thing, give it a bath, and if you guys saw in the last video, the edges were all scratched up over here. So what I did is I cleaned it up, shot it with some primer, and then I sprayed it with some yellow paint, which apparently was the wrong shade of yellow. However, I went to the dealer and I got the actual Walker paint, which was $23 a can. $23 for a 12-ounce can of spray paint. So I'll be doing a test shot on another piece of metal or wood or something, and then I'm going to go buy some cheap cans of different shades of yellow from the hardware store, and I'm going to try to match it and see if I can't find a match for it. But in the meantime, I'm going to give this thing a bath and then pull this deck off and repaint this whole deck. So here we go. Time to flip the deck up and pull out the pressure washer. What I'm going to do is, I didn't put it in this video, but I am going to, before I put the blades back on, I'm going to paint the inside of the deck. I haven't decided what color. I'm probably just going to hit it with a Rust-Oleum primer and maybe a coat of paint after that. Just whatever I got laying around. I don't really care. Nobody's going to see it. I'm not going to see it, but it'll prevent it from rusting even more. This deck has definitely had its use. It doesn't have any rod on it, but it definitely has some spots that could use some work. But it'll definitely do everything I need to do for quite a while to come. So I'm just going to prevent it from rusting any further. But I'm using the pressure washer and really getting off everything that I can, everything that's out there, any chunks of grease, leaves, dirt, anything that was packed in there. So like I showed in my video the other day how to take the deck off, I'm actually gonna take it off here. So just popping it off, pulling all the pins out, and then I can grab the handle, making sure I didn't forget anything there, and just pull it right out, and that's it. Comes off that easy. And then there's you pull the pins for the height adjustment, all four of them all the way around, and it drops the deck from that frame right there. So the washers went flying, had to pick those up, but it drops everything down, suspends everything down, yeah, so I can pull it off. You'll see here, pulling that frame right off. So get it off, and I have my neighbor come over and help me lift it up on this platform, and I'm hitting it with the air gun here to blow off any little chunks, anything that didn't come off with the pressure washer. I took the cover off the gearboxes there and blowing all this stuff out of there. I pulled the scraper that I used to use for scraping decks before I started pressure washing all my decks, and scraping up any loose paint, any pieces here and there. Just, you don't want to paint over loose stuff that's just going to flake off anyway and leave a bunch of bare spots. So after I did that, I hosed it all down with that heavy duty purple degreaser you guys know that I use. I love that stuff. It's all concentrate. You're supposed to mix it with water. I use it straight. Best stuff I've ever used in my life. And it's really cheap. They sell it at Home Depot. So anyway, I sprayed it with that. I let it sit on there for like 20 minutes. You don't even need to let it sit that long. I did anyway. There was a lot of crap on there. When you're painting, you don't want anything that's going to screw up that paint, especially at the cost of this paint. So there it is, all painted up. This stuff actually spread really far. I painted the whole deck, the whole frame, 2 coats of each, or on each one, and I only used a full can and a quarter of the second can. So it definitely spread very, very good. It was, I guess that's why they're getting so much damn money for that crap, but so this is it painted up. This is the can of paint from the dealer. It says Cardinal on it, Walker manufacturer. I don't know how well you can see it, but I definitely believe that it is the same exact color paint as Caterpillar equipment, like backhoes, bulldozers, excavators, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure that it's the exact same color, which I know you can buy that stuff a lot cheaper on eBay than $23 a can. But I'm still going to do some tests with it, and I'll keep you updated on that. Here is a picture of the Walker I took a few days ago when I got it. You can see the deck all kind of scratched up and rusted in a few spots, things like that. It wasn't horrible, but I'm very, very picky on how my equipment looks when I show up at a customer's property. I think if you show up with ratty nasty looking equipment, rusted, beat up, scratched up, dirty, greasy, all that stuff. It just makes you look like a half-assed contractor. So here's a better shot of it. You see all that rust around the deck and things like that. I mean, your equipment's going to be dirty, but I keep the mud and all that stuff off it. So here is one shot of it all back together. Definitely a big difference from the body of the mower to the deck and the frame of the deck, but I took the caster wheels out. I took everything out, painted the forks, I did everything. It's not a perfect job by any means, but that's not what I was going for. I just wanted to clean it up and make it look better, get rid of all the rusty, nasty parts. So, you know, it's kind of what I was shooting for here. Oh, that picture popped up again. I forgot about that picture, but there you go. There's another shot of it, nasty again, and here it is from the other side. So, huge improvement. It was definitely worth the money that I spent. Like I said, that paint had great coverage. It lasted quite a while, but so everything looks a lot better, and I'm happy with it. So, I guess we will go from here, but at least I know when I show up at a customer's property, I don't show up in crap. So, thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.